Designed for easy installation, there's no cutting of your dash and only a few holes need to be drilled to secure the radio and intercom mount. Installation can be completed in just a couple of hours. Before we begin, it may help to have a visual of where your complete radio and intercom assembly will be positioned in the vehicle when complete. Shown here, the intercom is neatly mounted and concealed behind the panel under the dash. And here, the radio mounts below the dash in a custom tray mount. All intercom controls will be managed by a compact rocker switch in the dash. Ready? Let's get started. Step 1. Remove the passenger seat. Loosen the seat belts and feed the seat belts through the seat. Pull the release lever to slide the seat forward and expose the nuts on the seat mounts. Once visible, remove the nuts in the front and back to release the seat. Then, remove the seat. Step 2. Remove the panels along the console. Pull on the panels as shown to expose the console. This can be done easily with just a little care and effort without any tools required. Step 3. Remove the lower dash panel. Remove the push pins and bolts as shown here and remove the dash panel. We'll need this in a few minutes, so hang on to it. Step 4. Install the active filter. Attach the active filter under the dash as shown. The active filter features a peel and stick mount, so placement is easy. Step 4. Power cable. Using the power cable that came with your radio, bundle the excess cable as shown, securing it with an R-wrap. Run the leads to the bus bar, connecting the leads to the accessory terminal and ground so the radio turns on and off with the key. Also, secure the ground as shown. Optionally, you can run power all the way to the battery, but for this installation, we opted to control radio power with the key. Lastly, connect the waterproof connector to the active filter. Step 5. Intercom cables. Begin feeding headset cables for driver and passengers behind the dash. Be sure to leave enough lead cable or service loop to attach to your intercom and allow the removal and servicing of your intercom. Next, begin to run your cables down the console next to the power harness. Secure the cables as you go using R-wraps to keep your cables organized. Notice that driver and co-driver headset connections will branch off along the seat rails towards the door panel. The X3 features a nice pocket that you can run the cable into for a clean installation. Continue to run the cable up the panel and then over towards the seat position as shown. Here, we've tucked the cable behind the bolt on the seat belt cover. Continue with unscrewing the second bolt shown here so we can tuck the cable behind and keep our installation clean. Continue to work the cables to the back of the vehicle and then up, coiling any excess cable with an R-wrap. All you need is about 18 inches to hang down from the back of the seat. Step 6. Antenna coax cable. Begin by removing the dash cover on the passenger side as shown here. Drop the cable behind the dash and feed enough cable length to reach your radio. When complete, we will run the coax cable along this path to use the full length of the cable. It's important not to coil any length of the coax cable. Begin working the cable along the frame tubing, securing it with R-wraps as you go. Next, drill a 3/8 hole in the roof and secure the NMO mount. Step 7. PTT and rocker switch. Attach the coil cord driver side PTT to the steering wheel. Be sure to create a strain relief loop. More detailed instructions are with your PTT. Feed the remainder of the cable length behind the dash, which will ultimately connect to the intercom body. The passenger side PTT is fairly straightforward. Simply attach to the lower pillar as shown and also run the remaining cable behind the dash. Now, feed the rocker switch through the dash and press into place. Step 8. Mounting the intercom. Although intercom controls are performed from the rocker switch, the primary intercom body will be mounted out of sight. For this installation, remove the center panel under the dash. Align the mount to the panel as shown here and secure into place. Attach the intercom to the mount and secure it in place with the hardware. With the intercom mounted, begin making all the cable connections for headsets, push-to-talk buttons, power lead to the active filter. And of course, connect the rocker switch itself. Now, reinstall the dash panel. Step 9. Mounting the radio. The radio mount attaches easily in the tray located under the dash. Secure in place with the supplied hardware. Prepare your radio by attaching the cables as shown. Now, install your radio in the mount and complete all cable connections, connecting the radio and intercom, power leads, and antenna coax cable. Step 10. You're done. Installation is complete. It's always best to test radio and intercom performance in an outdoor open area. As always, Rugged Radios stands by to help with any questions you have. Check out product manuals and instructions online or give us a call for assistance. Get ready to go further.